Welcome back to Intann Garden, your cozy corner for vintage-inspired garden beauty and timeless outdoor charm. Today, we're exploring a pollinator garden ideas, landscaping that supports nature and looks beautiful year-round. If you love gardens that are not only romantic and full of character but also alive with butterflies, bees, and birds, this video is for you. Before we begin, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me your favorite pollinator-friendly flower. Let's create something beautiful and meaningful together. A pollinator garden is designed to attract and support bees, butterflies, hummingbirds, and other beneficial insects by providing nectar, pollen, shelter, and water. Beyond its ecological value, it can also reflect a soft vintage aesthetic. Think layered blooms, winding pathways, and weathered garden accents. When we combine purpose with beauty, we create landscapes that feel both nostalgic and alive. Start by choosing a sunny location, as most pollinator plants thrive in full sun. Observe how light moves through your garden during the day, and imagine clusters of flowers glowing in the afternoon warmth. A sunny border along a fence or a cottage-style front yard can easily transform into a vibrant pollinator haven filled with color and movement. Plant in generous drifts rather than single scattered flowers. Pollinators are more attracted to bold clusters of the same plant variety, which makes feeding more efficient for them. Visually, this also creates a lush, painterly effect reminiscent of old-fashioned English gardens, where blooms spill gently into one another in harmonious layers. Choose a mix of native plants and heirloom-style favorites. Native flowers are especially important because local pollinators have evolved alongside them. Combine them with vintage classics like lavender, coneflowers, hollyhocks, and daisies to maintain that romantic Intann garden charm while ensuring your landscape supports the local ecosystem. Plan for continuous blooms throughout the year. Select early spring flowers for emerging bees, summer blossoms for peak activity, and late-season blooms to sustain pollinators before cooler weather arrives. By staggering flowering times, your garden will remain colorful and dynamic from season to season. Incorporate a variety of flower shapes and sizes. Tubular blooms attract hummingbirds, while flat-topped flowers provide landing platforms for butterflies. This diversity not only invites a wider range of pollinators but also adds visual texture, making your garden feel abundant and thoughtfully curated. Avoid chemical pesticides and herbicides whenever possible. These substances can harm the very creatures you're trying to protect. Instead, embrace natural gardening methods such as companion planting and encouraging beneficial insects. A slightly imperfect garden often feels more authentic and vintage-inspired anyway. simple water source, such as a shallow bird bath with small stones for landing spots. Pollinators need water just as much as nectar. A weathered stone basin or antique-style metal bowl can serve both as a functional feature and a charming focal point in your garden design. Provide shelter and nesting areas. Leave some stems standing through winter, add small brush piles, or incorporate wooden bee houses in discreet corners. These natural elements enhance biodiversity while reinforcing a relaxed, cottage garden atmosphere that feels welcoming and serene. Use layered planting techniques to create depth. Place taller plants at the back, medium-height blooms in the middle, and low-growing ground covers at the front. This layered look not only maximizes planting space but also creates a soft, flowing composition that feels timeless and romantic. Consider adding climbing plants on trellises or arbors. Flowering vines can provide vertical interest and additional nectar sources. A vintage-style iron trellis covered in blooms becomes both a pollinator magnet and a striking visual element that elevates your entire garden scene. Incorporate herbs into your pollinator garden. Plants like rosemary, thyme, and mint are excellent nectar sources and add fragrance and texture. Mixing ornamental flowers with edible herbs enhances both practicality and charm, creating a garden that delights all the senses. Embrace seasonal transitions rather than clearing everything away. Seed heads, dried grasses, and fading blooms can be beautiful in their own right, especially in autumn and winter. These elements provide food and habitat for wildlife while adding a poetic, vintage feel to the landscape during quieter months. In conclusion, a pollinator garden is more than just landscaping, it's a heartfelt commitment to supporting nature while creating a space that remains beautiful year-round. By choosing the right plants, designing with intention, and embracing a soft vintage aesthetic, you can transform your outdoor area into a living sanctuary. If you enjoyed these ideas, please subscribe to Intann Garden, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's continue growing gardens that nurture both the earth and the soul.